All right, so what are the pros and cons of a renovation loan? Stay tuned for the Fort County Real Estate Show. Welcome back to the Fort County Real Estate Show. I'm your host, Kevin Carey with Caliber Home Loans. I got Mike Crook here with me. Say hello to everyone, Mike.
Hello, everyone.
All right, so I think this is our 5th series or video on renovation loans. If you haven't caught any of them yet, let me introduce Mike to you. So Mike is part of my team. Him and his team, that's all they do is renovation loans, and they are the #1 originators in all of Caliber Home Loans, which is why I recommend him and why I brought him on the show. So again, thanks a lot for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
All right, so keeping with the theme of renovation loans, we've covered over the different types, we've managing the process. Let's say I'm that borrower or out there going, you know what? I've got the cash to do the work myself. Why the heck would I finance a renovation loan? Give me kind of the pros and cons of that conversation or that topic.
Sure. Cash is king.
Always is.
Okay. But when you are doing a renovation and you're working with the contractor, that contractor is typically going to want at least 1/3 of the money up front. So, and he hasn't swung a hammer.
Wow, yeah.
And now you're advancing that money, and if you're financing it yourself out of cash, the contractor's always going to want to be paid in advance. So he's going to want your money before he comes in and does any work. That's a challenge, in my opinion, for any business to be operating on.
Right.
You know, whoever the person is that's doing the loan,
right,
chances are they don't get paid before they do work.
Right.
No other business gets paid before they do the work. I don't get paid until I do the work. I can't go to the grocery store and buy foods on next week's work. Right. Why do contractors think that they're any different?
Yeah, I mean,
so
right from a standpoint of, look, hey, by the way, I'm going to pay you on Monday for the work that you're getting ready to do for that Monday through Friday. Nothing works like that.
No.
That would be a beautiful thing.
That would be. We probably have little hiccups with that.
Maybe just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And a lot of people may call in sick that week. I don't know.
Yeah.
But all right. So anyway,
but contractors are going to, their argument, their counter argument, and I can understand this, is, hey, how do I know I'm going to get paid?
Right.
If I come in and I do this work,
right,
how do I know you're going to give me the $33,000 after I do the work?
Right.
So there's a negotiation that needs to take place between the homeowner and the contractor when it gets to this.
Okay.
With a renovation loan, we're putting that money into an escrow account. So it's your money as the person doing the renovations.
Right.
We're just the keepers of that money, and we're not going to give money to your contractor until he actually does what he says he's going to do.
Right.
Now, if you're doing a $100,000 job, we're not going to ask the contractor to do $100,000 worth of work.
Right.
We'll ask him maybe to do $20,000 of work.
Right.
We come in, we do an inspection. He did what he says he's going to do. You're happy with the work. You sign off on it. We give the contractor the $20,000.
Right.
So it's good news, bad news when it comes to the contractors when I'm talking to them about renovation financing.
Right.
Because they're like, well, I want the money up front because I got to go buy the materials.
Right.
And I'm like, well, you need to have your own credit lines to be able to run your business.
Right.
And then when you do some work, you get paid.
Right.
So with us, 100% of what you say it's going to cost is going to sit in an escrow account before you ever swing a hammer. Now all you have to do is a job. So the pro to the contractor is 100% of what's there.
Right.
That what he says it's going to cost is sitting there.
Right.
Before he starts the job. If the contractor is now doing the job on cash because you're going to pay him cash,
right,
you know, there's a great collection issue that exists with contractors because you might give him the $33,000 up front.
Right.
You might even give him another $33,000 when he gets through it.
Right.
But then all of a sudden, for that final thing, you're not happy with what's happened. You don't want to pay the contractor. Contractor wants to pay you. It turns into a lawsuit, and contractors are chasing that money.
Right.
With this, they don't have to chase the money. You don't have to worry about getting caught up in a lawsuit.
Right.
Because we're not going to pay him till you're satisfied, and he's done the work.
Yeah.
So the advantage is we're handling that. We're protecting you on that, and you haven't had to take the cash out of your investment account.
Yeah.
Rates are still, even though they're rising right now, are historical lows. I mean, been doing this a long time, as the gray will show. I got into the business and we were at 14-15%.
Right.
So when we're talking, 4.5
right
now, that's very low interest rates.
Yeah.
And if you're taking $100,000 out of an investment account,
Right.
what's the rate of return that you expect on that?
Yeah.
Versus paying 4.5%.
Right.
So,
Especially during a pandemic where cash is king, do you really want to liquidate? Let's say you've got the money in your checking and savings. Do you really want to liquidate your checking and savings account where, you still don't know where this whole pandemic thing is going to lead? Obviously, inflation is up, things are rising.
I'm not a financial advisor. I would say talk to your financial advisor, but
Yep.
my guess, just a guess,
Yep.
your financial advisor is going to say, let's hold on to this cash.
Right.
Let's invest it over here.
Yep. And look, if you need a financial advisor, reach out to me. I work with a lot of them. So, okay. So if I'm hearing you correctly, if I want to do this myself, right? The big risk is the contractor may not want to do the work without getting paid up front.
Right.
Right? As a client, I don't want to give somebody $20, $30, $40, $50,000 worth of cash with nothing to show for it, where that contractor in theory could literally take your money and walk. Right?
I don't want to bring up bad things,
Well,
but that's actually happened.
But look, we don't like to talk about bad things, but we need to educate people that those things happen.
Those things happen.
Right. So what this does, it protects you, the client, but also gives the reinsurance to the contractor that the money is there so that they can use their credit lines knowing that they're going to get paid based on the work that they do.
Absolutely.
Right.
And for those that don't want to do the renovation loan and you have the cash,
Right.
I'm just going to make this suggestion. Get yourself an attorney, establish an escrow account, just like we would with the renovation account.
Right.
Do draw inspections, and that way the contractor's assured you got the money,
Right.
and you're assured that the contractor's not taken off
Right.
with the money. So just a non-renovation tip.
Right. Well, look, a lot of great information. If you are looking for more questions, down below in the description is all my contact information. I'll get you in touch with Mike and we can kind of get things started. Mike, thanks a lot for being here again today.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you all for listening.
All right. And look, if you like what you heard, hit the subscribe button down below and we'll see you the next time on the Fort County Real Estate Show. Have a great day. Bye-bye.